to Milo Stage. I'm Milo, and welcome to my stage. Today is day 11 of me playing Pokémon FireRed as a regular playthrough. Yeah. As I am slowly reaching the Elite Four, so and the last couple of gyms. So yeah, I'm hoping that I get through this relatively quickly. And as always, if you like my streams, please follow me on Twitch. If you want to watch a backlog of any of my streams, please subscribe on YouTube. If you want advanced notifications of any of my streams, please follow me on Twitter. Under all three, you can find me under Milo Stage, so I should be relatively easy to find. Additionally, if you do want to go ad-free on Twitch, please subscribe there. Also, I have a Discord server which I am adding to the chat and pinning to the top, so you lovely people can add yourself whenever you feel like you would want to. Yeah. Apologies in advance. I am not feeling 100% myself. Honestly, a little bit under the weather, but I am trying to make a conscious effort to push through. So if I do end the stream early, that's because my health is getting worse. And apologies in advance if that happens. And without further ado, let's get on with this stream. Okay. Six badges, so I still got more to catch. Oh no, what am I doing? No, no. Oh well. Okay, who have I got on my team? Right. Believe I still need to catch myself a Tangler. Ooh. That was nearly a bit much. Send out Raichu. Right, we got ourselves a Tangler. A blue plant vines cloak the Pokemon's identity in a tangled mess. It entangles anything that gets close. Personally, I think it's Kirby. Covered in vines. Look at those feet. Okay, clearly I'm making that up, but you know. I found it amusing. It's a Kirby that inhaled vines. That was not what I intended. You want to know if the fish are biting? I mean, I'd rather they didn't bite me. Hello, Icing! How are you? Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm slow. How are you? Oh, how are you finding your first day back? Did everybody get the memo of what they were supposed to do? Right. Why can't I battle them from the water? That's silly. Well, at least it's been a slow day at least. I mean, I suppose there's two sides to that. One side it's a little bit more relaxing. On the other side, it just makes the day drag. That's fair. Hope you don't have too much to catch up on. Oh, and good news! I'm feeling a little bit better today. Just a little bit. I mean, before I couldn't do this. Now I can. It doesn't hurt to move. Yeah, yesterday was pretty bad. I could barely stand up or rock myself out of bed, as it were. But yeah, the fact that I'm up and about and I can move about is better. Oh, it will do when it arrives. Unfortunately, I've got to wait 6 weeks until it arrives, so little bit of a wait till that happens. Well, I put it on order at the shop, so it's the specs have been sent off to Italy for it to be made with the material and the specifications that I needed, and then it'll be shipped over in parts, and then the shop will be in contact to let me know when it's arrived. So, you know, there's the possibility that it might arrive before the 6 weeks, so yeah. It is pretty nice. I mean, I say made to order. Basically, the original design that we looked at was more of an L-shape corner piece. But because of how they work their sofas, the part of it that was the sofa bed, they just put a armrest on rather than going into an L piece. And it's burgundy in colour, so a little bit rich in colour, but I'm hoping it'll work. Fingers crossed. The two friends that I took with me were particularly taken with that one as well. One of which I was a little bit afraid to say no. It was almost like, yes, I like this one, Milo. Okay, see you in a bit. Right. I seem to only catch Magikarp. That's because you got an old rod. You should get a good rod or a super rod or... yeah. My sis doesn't get enough exercise, so I made her come. Alright. Okay, that wasn't a bad opening at least. Sis, get it together. Come on, sis. You're not going to lose weight like this. Wow, kid. Wow. Just wow. I'm tired. Can't we go home already? Sometimes I think we all feel like that. I'm actually going to stick with Charizard for a bit because I want at least Primate to be an additional Pokemon I can stick with. Going through the Pokemon mansion. Hello, Pope Winter! How are you? Are you having a good day? How was work? The water is... yeah. I don't even know why I read that bit. The sea cleanses my body and soul. Welcome back, Royal Icing. Okay, that was a silly move on my part. I really should have remembered that Seadra has Poison Point. At least I'm not the only one who was trying to figure out furniture this week. What sort of furniture was you trying to work out? Maybe it's not quite as exciting as a couch, but you know, it's still sort of trying to work out the space and the... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not ergonomics. Basically utilizing the space that you have for a drawer for our closet. Ah, that's not too bad. The system is from IKEA, so they should have some additions available. Ah. See, that's something else that I'm going to work with later, so I am going to get myself a Calyx unit, which will be going behind me to shelve various bits and pieces. So everything that you currently see behind me, you will not see behind me. You will not see my kitchen anymore. So, yeah. So I do have an IKEA shop planned in the future. I have stopped at Tesco on the way home to get some ice cream, but they don't have the one I want, so shrugs. Oh! That's not good. What ice cream was you hoping to get, Pope Winter? The sea is great and all, but I like the mountains too. Hey, don't scare away the fish. Hey, I'm not scary. Much. Ah! A shark has just pigged their way through the ocean waves and went boom. Ghost shark! Ah! Ghost shark isn't real. Ghost shark can't hurt you. Points if you know what TV show I'm actually referencing there. I am Ghost Shark. How be your day, Alice? I should probably change Pokemon. Because I think Charizard has had it. Oh, trust me, I get it. I am evaporating too. Luckily, I've started using the liquid IV again, so ooh. In fact, you know, because of how the weather was, I assume it's mostly what the weather was like. I had the migraine from hell yesterday, and it affected my ability to actually get up out of bed. And I don't mean because I was disorientated. I mean it actually affected my muscles. It hurt to move. Yes, Alice. Yes. I am a Pokémon. Milo, Milo! A3. I have been slow roasted in 3 travelling greenhouses without any IC. Oh my goodness. That is not good. Milo! My God! What am I doing? Oh, I've had migraines like that back when I was in denial about the effects of caffeine on me. Well, the good news for me is it doesn't seem to be caffeine. Mostly because over the past 3 or 4 days leading up to that, I didn't have any caffeine. Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend working in a tent in this weather either. How was the festival? Which one were you working at? And what did you do this time? Maybe... yeah. Sorry, I'm just frustrated from not catching anything. Jeez, I haven't caught a thing. Could this place actually be a giant pool or something? Look on the bright side, at least you didn't catch a cold. Having gone through caffeine withdrawal, that might have been a contributing factor. I mean, maybe, but it's not like I drink an awful lot of caffeine in the first place. Plus, I have been longer without caffeine as well. I was at the Chippenham Folk Festival making sure no one died on our tight wire. I mean, if anyone was going to die, it wouldn't have been from the tight wire. It would have been from dehydration. But yeah, Chippenham, I actually know where that is! As somebody once told me, it's in the middle of nowhere! Only one very stubborn child who refused to hold on to anything got a slight graze. I think I did good. Yay, Milo knows where it was. I mean, it's just geography. And it came up in conversation before, so... But let's not talk about that! Oh wait, I've got a bite. Yeah! I caught my Pokemon at sea. Good for you! Oh, Pope Winter, I haven't told you. I bought myself a sofa. It comes in 6 weeks. Safety, 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 safety. Oh, it is very fabulous. So the colour is burgundy, and I had Fiera and Cora with me. So the decision was not just my own, so if there were any mistakes made, I get to have them sharing the blame. Although, honestly, I think we made a very good choice. Although, if you're picking Italian, it's kind of hard to make a bad choice, let's be honest. It was an expensive choice, I might add, but, you know, a choice was made. Where do you catch your Pokemon? In all sorts of places. Now, Alice, it's not like you have to make a choice. Eventually you have to make choices, but not yet. Ah, feel the sun and the wind. And besides, Alice, you make choices all the time anyway. Like, ooh, I'm going to hang out with that weirdo over there. And you've been stuck with me ever since. Yow, I lost. Sunburnt to a crisp. Oh goodness. Town map. I'm most of the way there at least. That wasn't a choice, that was fate. Also, I'm not stuck here. I'm here willingly. Ah yes, but fate has no power without the person making choices. And you, my dear, made a fatal choice. Wait, fatal? I suppose time will tell. I think you need to improve your soundproofing, Milo. We can hear your neighbours. I can also hear them through my headphones, which, you know, should be noise cancelling, so they're being rather loud. I apologise for that. As someone who does not believe in fate, you made a choice, Alice. Right now, I'm in a triathlon meet. I am an agent of chaos. You made the choice. I merely floated like a trash bag in the wind. Oh, so gracefully, but also hideous to look at. I think it's more likely we were playing games in the field. And it was survival of the fittest, and it's like, we got there early. But also, because we could plot because we were there early. But you made the choice to go along with it. Sustained with last week's beans. I'm beat, but I still have the bike race and marathon left. Now, marathons, those are bad ideas of the bad ideas. I mean, who would willingly run? Cinnabog Jim's Blaine is quite the odd fellow. He's lived on the island since way before the lab was built. Scientists conduct experiments in the burnt out building. You know, the one they call Pokémon Mansion. They don't have X attack. I like it because it raises the attack stat in battle. It never hurts to have an extra item, you never know what might happen. Let's sell. Well, I never use these things, so let's sell all of these. Nope, don't want that. Why would I need Awakening when I have got a Poker Flute? Which will do essentially the same thing. Everstone, Repel. I'll keep Repel on the off chance. Let's sell those nuggets. Selling the rare candy, because I'd rather have the money. Right. Do you have lots of friends? Link up with the usual friends is fun, of course. But how about visiting the Union Room every so often? Who knows, you may end up making new friends. I think it would be worth your time to check the Union Room. But I don't wanna. Pokemon can still learn techniques after cancelling evolution. Evolution can wait until new moves have been learned. I came to visit Cinnabar Gym, but the door is locked tight. There should be a key for it somewhere. Could it be in that burnt out mansion? Gym leader's not friend used to live there, so they say. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Yes, I would like you to heal my Pokemon. I feel like I said something that might have killed the conversation. Does anybody know CPR? We study Pokemon extensively every day. People often bring us a rare Pokemon for examination. I don't. Laughing. I'm still here. I'm glad to hear it, Icing. I know AJR is that close enough. What is AJR? Hello there, do you happen to have a Raichu? Yes, I do. Would you like to trade for an Electrode? No! I found this most remarkable fossil inside Mount Moon. I think it's of a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Hi, do you have a Venonat? I think so. Want to trade for my Tangler? No, I've already got one of those. But thanks for asking. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'll teach you a nifty move. Is used to teach it to a Pokemon and watch the fun unfold. It's a move called Metronome. Does it strike your fancy? No. It is a lot of fun. But no. Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon. Actually, it can evolve into one of 8 Pokemon? Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. Yeah, 8 Pokemon. I did say 8, didn't I? AJR is a band. But what does it stand for? World's smallest violin is by them. That's their most famous, I think. I mean, I think most people can play the world's smallest violin. But it is a mean thing to do. I'm combing through my CC bill to try and identify charges from my trip. It's very challenging with the transactions. Did you end up buying a lot while you were away on holiday then? Icing? I am home. I am going to have a nice cooling shower. You know what? You do that, Pope Winter, because the need to cool down is great. I actually had a cold shower before coming on stream because, yeah, I probably wouldn't have made it on stream otherwise. Hiya! I am important doctor. I am important doctor. Something about that sentence doesn't feel like it rolls off the tongue properly. I am... That should be I am a important doctor. Or I am an... There. Something like that, anyway. Yes, lots of shopping. Excellent. I try to... Honestly, I try to avoid buying too much when I go on holiday. Not on purpose. So I suppose try is the wrong word. It's like with photos with me. I am terrible... I will promise people when they ask me to take pictures... And I really mean that I will try to take pictures for them to show them all the many wonderful things that I see and do and whatnot. And for some reason I don't. It's the same with buying stuff while I'm away. I don't know if I told you this before, but my ex is Finnish. And he was showing me around Helsinki. I think it was the first time that I went over there to visit. And he's showing me all these things. I'm just looking around and saying, oh yeah, that's nice and whatnot. And he's just there, stunned by the fact that I've not taken one single picture. And he eventually just turns around to me and says, Milo, you are the worst tourist ever. It's like, I'm sorry, but it's true. When it comes to taking pictures, I really am the worst tourist ever. The doctor I'm talking to, Pope Winter, or the person who translated? Because if we're talking about the person who translated, you are absolutely correct. Maybe translated badly. He's finished. Finished what? Alice? Behave yourself. As in the country. Alice, I could read from the list, but we might be here a while. I am important doctor. Yes, very much so, indeed. Here, I study rare Pokemon fossils. All the time I study. You, have a fossil for me? Yes, stone fossil. Is it a fossil of Kabuto, a Pokemon that is already extinct? My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time. You go for a walk. A little while. Go for a walk a little while. Okay. I would attempt to make that sound vaguely Russian, but I am not good at that. So I will not try to make that sound Russian. I would very much like to hear your stories, Icing. Please do tell. I'm okay at taking pictures, but my partner is terrible at it. I mean, you know, that's quite a nice balance there. At least one of the two of you is the type that will take pictures so that you can sort of share those. But I get it. It's partly on one thing, it's not thinking about, plenty of photo opportunities. And on the other hand, it's, the focus on everything else. Unless I'm walking around purposely with a bulky camera hanging around my chest, I will not think about taking pictures. If I had a camera around my neck, then yeah, most certainly I would think about taking pictures all the time. And all the possible opportunities to do so. But I am not the type of person to do that, so... And I don't own one of those cameras either. That being said, my dad once owned one of those types of cameras, and I might have taken a few pictures? Maybe a lot? Yes, and I'm checking it twice. You late. Where were you? Your fossil is back to life. It was Kabuto, I think. Hiya! I am important doctor. Yes, very much so indeed. Here, I study rare Pokemon fossils. All the time I study. You have a fossil for me? Yes. Oh, that is old Amber, is it? It is fossil of Aerodactyl. Now, how would he know that it's got DNA for Aerodactyl without studying it first? A Pokemon that is already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. Live again. So, you hurry and give me that. I take a little time. You go for a walk a little while. What, did you read the doctor's conversation in Russian? Poke Winter. You late. Where were you? Your fossil is back to life. It was Aerodactyl, I think? Yay! I have fossils. You know what? I'm actually going to add the the Kabuto to my team. Mostly because I don't have any rock types or water types. Oh no, wait. I made the wrong choice. Now we're going to rapidly raise its level. So what did you get up to while you were away? Icing? We shopped for a lot of clothes and visited many coffee shops. Was any of the coffee shops a particular highlight? The culture surrounding menswear and cafe are elevated compared to the US. Where was it you went to again? Unfortunately, it's been a few weeks and I've a couple of weeks and I've forgotten. Okay, the auto mod caught that message just then. The culture surrounding men. We went to Korea. At one coffee shop, I had a tiramisu latte. Ooh. Which blew me away. I know, right? Guess which part of your message it highlighted. That word followed by me. It always takes me a while to hunt down what triggered the mod. I mean, it automatically highlighted it with the auto mod for me, so, you know, I was quite lucky in that regard. But yeah, this is why AI doesn't work. It always takes me... Yeah. I fear it's going to take me a while to get through this building. Mostly because everything in here likes to poison my Pokemon. Which species of Blage? And I know I'm mispronouncing that my pronunciations are terrible, so, you know, yeah. Don't judge me. Milo, we're going to teach you to say it properly. You know you're going to teach me to say it properly and I'm going to instantly start messing it up again. But yeah, feel free, break it down. I mean, the easiest solution I find here is that we just change the way it's pronounced. I mean, if you want to go for the difficult way of doing this, then, you know, by all means. Blow. Hi! Blage! I can feel the judgment. Wait, you have guards? When did you get guards? The Lord has her guards. We might have crossed pronouns here. Typically, doesn't her go with lady? As lady is the gender opposite of lord. I was exploring here by myself, but I feel spooked. I ought to go soon. Well, at least I got something right. Does that mean I get to call it a day on learning things? Lady Oblige. Yeah, it does. Totally. But then it's your screen name, so you get to choose however you have that in place. Besides, I think the reason that it doesn't sound right to you is that you've lived within a patriarchal society, whereas if you lived in a matriarchal society, that probably would have made more sense to you. Well, sounding right rather than making sense. I know what I'm saying, it's just not coming out right. I mean, is what I'm saying making sense to you at least, Alice? Or am I just... or do I just sound crazy? Wait, there's probably a better way of putting that. Because regardless of what I say, I sound crazy. Unfortunately, I'm not making sense, or unfortunately, I do make sense. I like that odor sleuth, meaning to identifying the winged lizard. It smelt it. It's like, oh, that's a Charizard. Oh, here we go again. We're gonna get poisoned again. Or maybe you won't get poisoned again. Do. There we go. It was just a matter of time. Charizard has been poisoned. It's a shame that you can't use the other flutes in this game. Except I can't remember all the colours for the different flutes. Well, that's a shame. So, Alice, exams. How'd they be going? I hate self-destruct. Ah. You know, I completely forgot that I needed to catch Coffin. Oh well. This time I'm going to catch it. One went okay, you think? And how did the rest go? No comment. Except no comment is a comment onto itself? 7 more to go. Oh, goodness. Are they all this week or over this week and next week? None this week. See, after the millions of years ago when I was back at school, back in my day, we did it over 2 weeks. We didn't get half term between. Last is on the 18th. Well, at least yours is a little bit more spread out. Right, let's try to catch this Grimer. I'm going to try Thunderbolt. Hopefully it will survive at least one of those. If it doesn't, lesson learned for next time. It's a critical hit, so it teaches me nothing. Nothing! What have I learned? Nothing! I am now a blanched Pope? Winter. It was a nice cold shower. Excellent. I am glad to hear it. Also, nice to have you back, Pope Winter. Okay. Let's try a Thunderbolt. Hopefully it doesn't knock it out. Otherwise I might have to start thinking of other ideas in order to, yeah... Yeah, I'm going to have to think of some new creative ideas in order to catch, Grimer and Coughing. Hopefully this works better. Why don't you have a Marowak and with Feint Attack yet? Because I'm not training a Cubone. Right. Metal Claw, that might be fine. but I missed. Oh, even as a critical hit, that's excellent. And Charizard is already poisoned. That's unfortunate. Am I not always the problem? I can't get out of this old place. It's one big puzzle. Fair enough, I misread that. Although Alice agreed with you. Or my misreading of you. Oh, Pope Winter, guess what Alice forgot the other day? No, but I suppose at least you attempted guessing? She forgot that we were enforcing the pop culture education of the movies that she needs to be watching. I brought it up yesterday and she had completely forgot about this. My birthday is in January. At least you remembered that. The switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokémon Mew. Wait, I forgot to get you something. Damn it. I sincerely apologise. I mean, I also forgot about birthdays all the time. But it's most definitely a me problem. Well, as long as you don't forget your birthday, your wife's birthday, or your child's birthday, you're fine. Because if you forget those, especially the last two, you might be in a little bit of trouble. I do honestly wish that everyone would forget about mine. Sadly, if we forgot about yours, then we wouldn't know which day it was in which we needed to take care of you. To be fair. But Alice, we promised to take you to a burlesque show for your birthday. That is fair. Oh, sure we can. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Oh, Kabuto has pickup. Wait, why did I switch with Kabuto? That was silly of me. Oh no, it doesn't have pickup. I gave it the experience share, that's why it's got an item. I mean, if you're going to forget anyway, we might as well. Diary, July 5th. Ganya, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. I mean, you know, if you're going to forget regardless of whether we do the Bellesque show or not, then, you know, it's not as if it's going to change anything. No, I mean on the actual day I'll be out drinking with friends, I hope, and then that it's 2 weeks till I took and wouldn't have packed. Ideally we schedule after Toko. Took should be Toko. Okay. Till took Toko and wouldn't have packed. I mean, it's going to be the same story regardless if we do the burlesque show or not. You're going to forget either way because you did last year and you didn't have either of those things to worry about. To be fair, this place is like huge. Excuse me. I'm just saying. Why, thank you. Yeah. I wonder where my partner went. Diary, February 6th. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. But that's not how clones work. Okay, let's try to catch this. I think a karate chop is not going to do a lot of damage because poison type. Okay, one more karate chop and then we will throw Pokeballs. And of course I'm poisoned. I just don't want it to use explosion. Okay. Okay, do not self-destruct, coughing. I am trying to catch you. Okay, just need to catch a Grimer. Excellent. Its thin, balloon-like body is inflated by horribly toxic gases. It reeks when it is nearby. Honestly, I didn't realise its body was actually thin. I thought it was a little bit more solid than that. Well, that was just rude. They're kind of like warty blow hog from Pikmin. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, excellent. That's done the little amount of damage that I was hoping it was going to do. Honestly, I wish it did less, but you know, it's something. Right, let's catch this thing. Hail Hydreigon! Thank you, Alice. And thank you for the posture check. Oh. Little bit of stretch. Oh. Okay. Let's get back to it. Sludge explodes to X-rays from the moon, transformed it into Grimer. It loves feeding on filthy things. X-rays from the moon, eh? Surely that should put it in line with the chance of becoming a fairy type, right? But no, no fairy type Grimer. My mentor once lived here. Oh, I think that'll do it. No, no it won't. course it's paralyzed. Stop being paralyzed! Wow. 3 moves in a row. Wow, this Butterfree is not having much luck. You know, I'd be more afraid about it doing that if it was a milk tank. Not that I'm suffering with any kind of trauma whatsoever. Alright. Come on. So you're stuck trying jumping off over there. Oh, oops. Yeah, forgot to switch around Raichu with first place. Right. Should leave the building and heal up. Okay. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. Um, my dude, I don't know what to tell you. Ah, I am plagued at the moment with moves that are just not landing. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to revive the Pokemon. Can't believe that. Right. A key? I don't know what you're talking about. Just let me leave. Right. Think one more time through the Pokemon Mansion and I probably will have done what I needed to do. Right. So, Pope Winter, have you had any more luck with getting your lucky egg? I am sorry to hear that. Ah, stop moving. Uh-oh, where am I now? Burglar Lewis would like to battle. The user attacks by hurling mud. It also reduces the Pokemon's... Okay. Let's teach over Leah. Have you made any other progress in your game? You can find stuff lying around. The residents must have left them. September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Secret Stitch. Press it. Who wouldn't? I honestly feel like Dee Dee when I come across a secret switch. Ooh, what does this button do? Okay. Kabuto is finally slowly getting there. This place is ideal for a lab. Look at all this space. It's almost like this place used to be a lab. Alice, answer. Is couscous similar to rice? I'm pretty sure this is a better question for Pope Winter because honestly, I don't know what couscous is. Then why is it so bad with curry? I thought it would be good, but no. I said I didn't know whether it was similar. Because I don't know what couscous is. Therefore, I cannot answer your question. What was that for? For being mean. I like it here. It's conducive to my studies. Which one did you word wrong? I mean, if anyone should know, you should know. A secret switch, press it? Yeah, why not? Oh, that didn't close that one. Okay, fair enough. Yes, I can leave this awful place. But yeah, if I were you, I'd ask Pope Winter that question because I honestly don't know. So Alice was asking, is couscous similar to rice? Also, what's for dinner? Right, let's go after those gym trainers and then decide what the best move would be to train up Kabuto. Yo, champ in the making! The hot-headed Blaine is a fire-type Pokemon pro. Douse his spirits with water. You'd better take some burn heals too. I'm not even going to bother with the questions. I was a thief, but went straight as a trainer. There you go, Alice. You have your answer. From the sounds of it, she tried having it with curry, but wondered why it wasn't good with it. I surrender! I get this uncontrollable urge to steal other people's Pokemon. Well, don't steal mine, they're mine. Do you know how hot Pokemon Fire Breath can get? I can't answer that. I really don't like curry, so I don't know what goes well with it. Evidently not couscous. And the main thing is, you learnt this before going to uni. That's one mistake you're not going to make again. At least. So many other cooking mistakes to make, though. Yow, hot, hot, hot. Fire, or to be more precise, combustion. Oxygen in the air, blah, blah, blah. Are you a scientist that just went blah, blah, blah? I've studied Pokemon thoroughly. You can't win. I'd like to test that theory. Wow, my studies were insufficient. What happened to can't win? My theories are too complicated for you to understand. I'm sure they are. I like using fire-type Pokemon, I just do. I wish there was a thief Pokemon, I'd use that. There are a couple of thief Pokemon. I know why Blaine became a trainer. Our leader Blaine became lost in the mountains, but good nightfall when a fiery bird Pokemon appeared. Its light allowed Blaine to find his way down safely. I've been to many gyms, but this one suits my style. Is this because you use fire types? Okay, Alice, quiz for you. Ponyta, Ninetales, those are popular fire Pokemon. Yeah, they're average. Fire is weak against H2O. Are you ready for the quiz question, Alice? Okay. Without checking online, which Pokemon is the heal Pokemon? Replace the A with an E. Oh, snuffed out. Yes. H-E-E-L. Water beats fire, of course. But fire mounts ice, so the fire type beats ice type Pokemon. Right. Spelt like that, yes. You would be incorrect. You have 2 more guesses. Cinnabar in the West has a lab for Pokemon. My daddy works there. If it wasn't a guess, then why'd you say it? Come on, guess number 2. You can think out loud, yes, but you can't type out loud. Cinnabar is a volcanic island. I heard it rose out of the sea when a volcano erupted. But yeah, I believe Hitmonlee would be the kicking Pokemon. I swam here from Cinnabar Island. It wasn't easy, I tell you. I assumed the line, but I don't think that it would give it away. Can I ask if it's in a gen I've played? You can most play... In all the gens you've played, you've most probably had the ability to use it, but I can't guarantee that you have used it. One way or another. Come on, guess number 2. I should start adding a timer to this. I'm so disappointed. A Pokemon have taken over an abandoned mansion on Cinnabar. They call it the Pokemon Mansion now. check out my buff physique. I was thinking comfy, but you said heal, not heal, so not. Guesses only, please. Or am I supposed to count that? I should have been buffing up my Pokemon, not me. My boyfriend gave me big pearls. No, you may not. Lockix. You would be wrong. One last guess. Oh no, my pearls were in them. Wrong again. But kind of close. Will my pearls grow bigger inside Cloyster? I don't think you can put pearls back into a random clam. So I don't think that'll work. The answer is Incineroar. I rode my bird Pokemon here. Yep, Incineroar. Actually, no, it makes perfect sense. There's a reason it's not a fire fighting type as its role might suggest. Inside wrestling, the name given to the bad guy as such is called a heel. Which is why it's a fighting dark type. And it's based off wrestling. It's not a quiz if I can guarantee that you'd know it. Also, Music Geekery could tell you something about heels. Because he used to be one. He also hates them. I thought Incineroar was the wrestler Pokemon. Nope, look it up! I don't think he does wrestling at the moment. My birds are exhausted. They can't fly me back. Are you on vacation too? Um... I disagree. Ditto is the goodest cat Pokemon. When it transforms into any cat. Because it is a Ditto. Yeah, but when it transforms into a cat, it is the goodest cat Pokemon. I would argue Mew is the goodest cat Pokemon. I mean, since it's, you know, an actual cat, it's kind of difficult to argue that. Seaform used to be a single island in the distant past. Yes, Mew is a cat. Take a look at its design, and bear in mind when it speaks, it goes mew. This would also highlight that Mewtwo is that vicious cat that hides underneath your bed and strikes whenever you try to get out of bed. Mewtwo is the baddest cat Pokemon. I kind of want to say Caterpie. No, okay. Worm. Who would be the worm Pokemon? I don't think it's Dunsparce, but let's throw that in as a guess. Bad asset. Bad asset cat. Okay, fine, fair enough, Poke Winter. Okay. Worm Pokemon. What happened to 3 guesses? You got 3. Three Pokemon were mentioned by you, Missy. Yes, I counted it because you mentioned a Pokemon. It was still a guess, regardless. Mentioning it out loud is a guess. Or in this case, typing it in context to the question is a guess. As I had previously stated. Training Onyx, he is so weak. Why, Game Freak, would you make it so cool and yet so awful? To be fair, they made it better with its evolution. Oh dear. That is not good. Oh. How many do I actually have, thinking about it? Only got one Ultra Ball. Well... Steelix is cool, but Onyx should be good as well as cool. Unfortunately, it's not. Its only real good selling point is the fact that, you know, it's got a decent defense as long as you're not attacking its Achilles heel. Golem. Golem is a big rock. Yeah, Pope Winter is correct. I guessed Golem. I didn't ignore you, Alice. You ignored me. Oh wait, you're right. It's oh god. It's got runes on it, which makes it looks like it's supposed to be Norse, but it's not. Looks like one of the stones from Stonehenge. Stone Yawner. I did not. Because apparently I am dumb. That's right, I'm sure I'll pass it plenty more times in order to get to it. Yeah, I need to change Pokemon. I'll grab it on the way back next time I pass those areas. Look at the sea to forget all of the bad things that happened. Okay, Alice, I've got another one for you. And this one I'm pretty sure you're going to get. Oh, you're nearly there then. Okay, so Alice, which Pokemon's classification is Bee-Fly? I'm looking at the sea to forget the bad things that happened. I tried diving for Pokemon, but it was a no-go. Incorrect. Two more guesses. Ding ding ding! You are correct. I guess you have to fish for sea Pokemon. Or surf for them. I love swimming. What about you? I can beat even a marine Pokemon at swimming. This guy keeps avoiding me! Ah. Why? Oh, I just remembered it can learn strength. Maybe it's not out of the fight just yet. It can also learn dig and earthquake. Glub. I see a couple of islands over there. Over the yonder. My big sis taught me how to swim and train Pokemon. Rechecks math. 50% of Pokemon I'm currently training against. Yes, but those are no good against coughing and wheezing due to levitate, and they make up check spreadsheet. 60% of the Pokemon I'm currently training against. There ain't nowt wrong with swimming. Of course it hurt itself on confusion. Charizard has been absolutely useless in this fight. There we go. Oh wow, someone tougher than my big sis. My big sis is strong and nice. I think she's awesome. Do you have a younger brother? I hope you're teaching him all sorts of things. Just defeat these four. Oh, I just love your ride. Can I have it if I win? No, no you cannot. Swimming is actually fun. Okay, good, Pope Winter, good night. Sleep well. I'll be wrapping up soon myself. You may not. You asked and I answered. Oh, I lost. It's still a long way to go to Seaform Islands. I want to go back to Fuchsia. Ahoy there! These waters are treacherous. Not if you're surfing on a Pokémon! My legs, they cramped up, glub glub. I swam here with my friends. I'm tired. You sound exactly like Alice, except for the swimming part. Mostly entirely I'm judging you on the, tired part. You off to bed as well then, Alice? You're always sleepy. Anyway, good night. I'm exhausted. If I were to ride a Pokemon on the sea, I'd like a Lapras. Lapras is so big, I bet it would keep me dry on water. Certainly keeping me dry on water. Swimming's great. Sunburns aren't. I most certainly can. YouTube is filled with videos that state that you're always tired. And there's over 200 of those. My boyfriend wanted to swim to Seaform Islands. Right. So, it is now 5 minutes past 10 and I am going to call it there because I am feeling extremely fatigued, as well as it being, you know, the general time I tend to stop doing the stream. As always, if you like my streams, please follow me on Twitch. If you want to go ad-free, please subscribe. If you want to watch a backlog of any of my streams and see all those streams where Alice is in fact always sleepy, please go and subscribe over there. And if you want to get advanced notifications of any of my streams, please follow me on Twitter. Under all three, you can find me under Milo Stage, so I should be relatively easy to find. Additionally, I do have a Discord server, which is currently pinned to the top of the chat. Please go there and hit us up over there, and we can continue any conversation following the streams, future of the channel, games in general, miscellaneous other, or, you know, you could turn round on there and say, I hope you're feeling well today, Milo. Because I am really not feeling well today. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and good night, everyone. Let's find you somebody to raid into. Who is online? Oh, we're going. It's Harriet's streamiversary. So let us raid over there. Right, once again, good night everyone, and goodbye.
Beginning of June, so that starts on Monday. I will be doing 100 miles throughout the whole of June. I think I can take my pace whatever I